Welcome to the Matt Rats podcast. These are choked out chats. This is where sweat, ego, and bad decisions collide. We're talking real jiu-jitsu, the wins, losses, injuries, the mindset, and everything that happens on and off the mats. No filters, no fake gurus, just mat life. So strap in, you're rolling with the Matt Rats.
Yeah. So he lives a couple neighborhoods over from me. So I met this guy in Publix, and his name was Christian Woodmancy. But anyways, he saw I had on Diego's hoodie.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, and he said, "Hey, you do jiu-jitsu?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Where?" I said, "Diego Sariva at Norcross," and I was also at Roswell. Anyways, can you hear me, Jay? Because you're stone cold, not moving, bro. Okay.
You froze, bro.
Yeah. So I was telling him, and he was saying that he taught at like 3 different gyms. I'm talking to him, and obviously, if he was teaching, he was a black belt. Or I was assuming he was a black belt, so he's a 3-time or a third-degree black belt, and he got his black belt from Andres Galvoa out there in San Diego at Atos.
It's a bad man.
Yeah, and anyway, so remember,
and
like
is that the Atos that Dubious Dom's at?
Yeah, it's Atos. No, so Dubious Dom's not at Atos. So Dubious Dom has his own little place at that gym now.
Is that the place that's like on the beach?
That's it. Yeah,
that place is sick.
That place is sick.
And I want to open up my jiu-jitsu door, like garage doors, and see the beach. That'd be dope.
That's sick, dude. And it's like a fitness. It's like a gym that they're at.
Oh man,
it's really cool.
Really,
but
tugs
it's Heather,
at my heart.
Like Heather Morgan, like Rosie Rolls, that guy Jared Wade, all them, and dude, Jay's struggling over there, bro. You got no service, dog.
Come on now, let's go 3 stripes.
Gosh, you got
3 stripe life. And we're talking Adidas, not belt. Guess you got to specify in a jiu-jitsu podcast.
Dude, he kicked out.
Oh, bro. He's out. He's froze. He's gonna have to jump back in.
Got that Roswell internet.
He's gonna jump back in, and then we'll get the show on the road.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull up my talking points here.
You like my hat? How about that flawless operation in the middle of the night that occurred?
Yeah. That was pretty serious, dude.
I'm going back to my phone.
Oh yeah, Mobile J.
What do you got, Starlink, bro?
Dude,
is Starlink no good?
I don't know. You need to hook your ass up.
Ukrainians love Starlink.
Clearly, I need like Boost Mobile or something,
You need to boost something for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
well,
signal.
Well, I got the fastest internet service, and here I am struggling. So, good God.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So they got me. They're like, oh yeah, buy however many megabytes, whatever. I don't even know how they measure it. So I get it. And then I find out your computer can only even deal with so many megabytes. So I'm just paying for like half that I can't even use, So it's super.
When did you send us those? Oh, here it is. Episode 3.
Come on, dog.
I found it. Because, it says Robert, right? So I'm looking for it, and I'm thinking, that's to me. You know what I'm saying?
Robert.
I always forget you're Robert.
I'm a Robert, dog.
And that's your first name?
Yeah, Robert Todd.
Robert.
My mom wanted to call me. You recorded. Don't say this. My mom wanted to call me Bobby Todd, bro, and I'm like, hell no.
Bobby Todd? Oh, that should be your fucking Instagram handle.
Bobby Todd. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, if I don't call you Bobby Todd for the rest of your life, you'll be in good luck.
She would too. She would name my ass that shit.
That's awesome. Dude, my name's Bubba. It's cool.
It's all good.
Bobby Todd.
How was New York, bro?
New York was good. I had a good time. I wanted to roll while I was there, but I couldn't find the time to do it. But secondly, my shoulder's been freaking killing me. I was in so much pain when I was in New York. I was just living off of ibuprofen for a while there. And I got back Friday night, and I was just doing some rehab stuff at the gym. So that tended to made it a little better. So I think I just got to keep doing that. And I think I'm just going to hop on peptides.
That's a good lead into this episode.
Let's start with that, dog.
Yeah, so this episode's going to be basically about injuries. And, in jiu-jitsu, if you train long enough, everybody's going to get injured. Something's going to get hurt. So today is for anyone, training through the pain and coming back from injury or pretending that they're fine. And I will say that none of us are doctors, and anything that we say here or any advice that we give is not medical advice. We're not telling you to do it. Whatever I have to say to not get us sued. So, anyway,
Well said.
injuries are part of the game. Jay, is this your worst injury you've dealt with in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, for sure. As y'all know, I went to Worlds, and some of you, the guys that are watching this and listening to this, I went to Worlds last year, and I got tapped out by a Kimura, and I did tap out before my injury gets further. But no disrespect to the guy that I rolled with. However, after I tapped, I think it was just the timing itself, but I tapped and he kind of went more, I guess because I kind of let go of the tension and I was thinking that he was going to let go and it just popped. And ever since then, my shoulder hasn't been the same. And I went right back to jiu-jitsu. I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have done a little bit of rehabbing. But my lazy ass was like, nah, it'll get better. And it's coming back to haunt me now. So, I know.
What is rehab?
Todd has gone through many injuries. Go ahead.
What was it, like a verbal tap or just a tap? Like a
No, I
hand tap?
tapped, like I did a physical tap on him.
Yeah. I wonder
And
if he
it's-
felt that. I mean, I'm assuming he would, but kind of in the heat of the moment, right? In the middle of
Yeah.
like competition where adrenaline's pumping, you might have just accidentally, just
Jay, it's your shoulder hurting, not the elbow.
I think it kind of connects both, but more so much for shoulder though.
And for those who don't know, I think we've mentioned it before. How long did you have your purple belt when you nutted up and went to Worlds the very first
I
time?
don't know, like 2-3 months, I guess.
Yeah, that's wild.
Where I
And
got
some of
this
those
fancy
purple belts
cup.
have had their belts for. Damn, that's sick.
we can't see it.
It looks
can't see
okay.
it.
Oh, that's tight. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
cool.
And you won that first match.
Won his first match, and these are dudes who probably could be brown belts. Who knows? They're like, trying to make a name for themselves for their professors and trying to move up in rank and get competition time. So, I mean, number one, just going and competing was
Worlds.
super ballsy.
I mean, I'm
Worlds.
excited for this
And
upcoming
then-
next year for sure. This year, not next year.
So is it Vegas this year again?
Yep.
And that's when? February or January? When is it? No, wait.
September-ish.
Oh,
I'm
September.
not.
Wait. February is the Atlanta Open, right?
I don't know. Jay's gonna pull it up on the computer. We're
Yep.
going like Joe Rogan style soon, where we're gonna have like visuals and pull
What's that guy's name?
videos and screens up. What? Jamie? Jamie?
Jamie.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah. We
Pull
need
that
a
up.
Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, shut the fuck up, Jamie. He kind of bullies Jamie a little, but you know what? I'm gonna say it. Hot take: World needs a little more bullying. There's too many freaking. We'll leave it there.
Let's see.
Anyway, what do we got? We got a date.
Yeah, it does. Give me
Yeah,
one second
no,
to
I think
look.
it's
September
February
3rd through
what,
5th.
Oh,
September
it's right
3rd
near
through
Vivi's
5th.
B-Day.
Yeah. So on those timelines.
All right.
Yeah, the
Well, that's a
Atlanta.
shitty one to deal with because you use everything. You can't work out, which leads into Todd. Why don't you tell us, everybody, what you're dealing with?
Yeah, and going back, February 7th for the Atlanta Open. So I'm dealing with a slap tear in my left shoulder. So I've had this for about 2.5 years now. I've been doing PT, and it's been getting
Double slaps, right?
So I have 2 slap tears. Yeah, so my
Jeez,
left and right,
Louise.
but my left one I've been dealing with for about 2.5 years. My right one's been about 6 to 8 months. Yeah, dude, it sucks. It really sucks. But now it's starting to catch up to me. So I did what I do. So I did PRP, and then I did some peptide treatment with BPC 157 TB 500, the Wolverine stack. That helped me out for that alleviated it for about 7 to 8 months, which was surprising. I did not expect that. And then I did that with some physical therapy along with some band work, really working like those muscles around that area in the shoulder. And then it was like I was good for 7, 8 months. Thought I was going to be kind of beat the injury. Um, and then just started to slowly come back. And then now it's like accelerated almost exponentially. So we've been injecting it with like corticosteroid shots. I've had 3 shots in that shoulder. Um, and now it's time to move on to surgery now because it's gotten so bad.
Such a
It's
bummer.
gotten to the point where I can't even lift the box. So I'm not going to be able to do Jiu-Jitsu, which sucks because I really wanted to compete and give that a run. But I do have surgery set up for the 21st on my left shoulder, so it's a slat tear. So essentially, I have a tear in my labrum, and then what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to mend that tear, fix that tear, and then they have to go in and relocate my bicep from my labrum, where it's tearing, to my humerus. So it's like bicep relocation. And then once that's
Sounds
fixed,
minor.
yeah, it's pretty minor. Yeah, I think it's about so that, and then 3 months later, essentially, once I'm able to wipe my own ass, I guess, then I'm going to hop to the right shoulder and fix that up too. So it'll be about 9 months, maybe
Jeez.
even a year while I'm out of jujitsu, which has really been I don't know, whenever we were rolling that day, Jay, or I was rolling with Mike,
Yeah.
and I couldn't, or I rolled with Jay first, then I rolled with Mike. And then like midway through the round, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Like I have no, like even here at the house, I can barely hold my son. Boxes are hard to pick up. So I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it sucks, man. It's like I'm going to miss everybody and being away, but I'll still go up there and visit the gym, try to be
Sucks,
involved,
bro.
where I could watch. Yeah.
Just
The
being
injury
hurt,
sucks.
like, there's that. I mean, there is a depression that comes with being injured, whether it's just like living with the pain and everything you do kind of hurts and you're just like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, it really
Or,
sucks.
the jujitsu part with the community and you're not getting to see your friends and your dudes every week. And,
That's going to be the biggest, that's going to be the biggest blow, man. That's what I've been
yeah,
talking
no,
about, man. It's like being away from the community, and then just training and being with my buddies. That's what really sucks. But like
yeah,
I said, that's why I want to at least try to show up at the gym and just I'll just watch. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in a sling, but at least I'll be a part of it and watching, hanging out. I'll do that from time to time.
definitely like the events and stuff, like the promo events
Oh
and
yeah, I'll go to
cookouts.
Jiu-Jitsu. I'll do the Atlanta Open with you guys. I'll go to that and come cheer on the homies for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's
but
what's
yeah,
up.
that sucks. That really is that's a tough one, man. But it is what it is, right? There's not shit I can do about it. I just got to get better. So, doctor
Yeah.
said I should make like 100% recovery, and that's the good part. So then I'll have full strength. So maybe I'll come back better than I was because I haven't had any like full strength for a couple years now, at least in my left shoulder. So maybe
Yeah,
that'll
it'll
be a
feel
good
good.
thing.
Feel
Yeah, dude.
good to be strong.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'd say the worst thing I had to deal with from a jujitsu injury, and it's gonna sound super lame. I mean, I have a torn ACL that I roll on, but the wrist injury, like I hurt my wrist in one of my first like white belt, very first, literally first match, and it may have been within the first minute. But I didn't know that it happened, and I'm like getting ready for my next match. I'm like, oh, my wrist kind of hurts. Anyway, I had a few more matches that day. Um, but whatever I did, something in between like the tendons that work your finger and your thumb, I don't know what it was. But it was like, I mean, it's still kind of tender, but it's been almost 2 years now. It's just a pain in the ass too, because everything you're doing in jujitsu is grip and you're grabbing things or you're posting on something. So it's just like a pain in the ass. I know Borman hurt his wrist
Yeah,
and was
he was
probably
out for a minute.
he was
Yeah.
like probably dealing with that for a year and still probably is. But
So is it painful right now, or what? Or does it impact the way you roll? I mean, do you kind of favor?
no, I wouldn't say it does anymore. But it's funny, like when Mike was showing me some wrist
Wrist lock.
lock stuff, I was like, use this wrist. I was like, I don't need this one getting bent anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it sucks still a little bit. But between that, I do need to get the knee fixed, but I'm not too worried about that one.
So what's the ACL recovery? What's that like?
I have no idea. I thought that it was like all super laser and you're in and out, but I don't know what the actual recovery, and I'm going to be back to full strength. But I can't imagine, I've got the two big ass Rottweilers, one little girl and another on the way, and a flight of stairs.
Congratulations again. Yeah.
Yeah, man, thanks. So I don't know. It's going to be weird to like be out of jujitsu, be out of the gym, be like incapacitated on the couch. I don't even know. I can't even imagine it. So something's going to have to happen. I'm not just going to elect to do it.
It says 6 to 12 months here. I'm pulling another Jamie. Shout out to Jamie.
Fuck that.
6 to 12 months for a full return to sports after surgery. Pain management. Okay. Strengthening range of motion, sport specific training. Yeah, so about 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Maybe with
That's a.
peptide
What do
therapy,
you
we
think, Jay? Is
speed
that a
that
hard
up a
pass
bit.
or what?
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
But eventually, you're probably. Dude, I mean, I felt the same way, bro. But hey, I gotta. I didn't
Well,
want
I'm
to
on
do.
the
I didn't want
peptides
to.
right now. I'm
Didn't
like
want to do the shoulders, but I
a
can't wait.
week in, so we'll see how I start feeling.
So you should
Um,
feel those. So you're doing the Wolverine stack, right? The BPC with the TB 500.
yeah,
Yeah,
plus the CJC and Ipamorelin.
yeah. So that, I mean that's
Ipamorelin.
yeah, ipamorelin. Yeah,
Um, but we'll see. I haven't like
that'll reduce
technically noticed
inflammation.
much yet. We'll see.
So how
My
many days are you into that?
maybe 5.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna take a few weeks at
Yeah,
least for the BPC. And I saw a video too where you're injecting it into the
sub
injury
Q
site.
baby in the
Yeah.
stomach.
So you do the stomach or the injury site for the BPC?
I'm just doing everything in the stomach.
Yeah.
It's just easier. I don't care.
Yeah.
Everything is injured.
There's a lot of mixed opinions on that injection site for BPC, right? They say that you can shoot it just wherever and it goes throughout your entire body. Like we're saying, we're not doctors, so I don't really know shit about this, but just from what I heard. But and then I think what I was looking at was the injection site at the injury, or excuse me, the injection at the injury site is more of like a placebo, right? So
Yeah, maybe.
kind of helps. Yeah. So I don't
Who
know.
knows? I think if I had one specific injury, like if I, for instance, if when you do your shoulder, I would inject at the shoulder if I
Sure,
was you.
right. That's what I did. Yeah, I mean with the BPC, I mean I injected the injury site, but who
But for
knows
me,
where?
with like
But
tendons and all sorts of
I
different shit
can
that hurt, I'm just right in the
I can say
stomach.
this: I did whenever I was another injury that I had was that groin tear and the ab tear, and um, whenever I tore that, I used BPC and TB 500, and I felt like it accelerated my healing. I also did it for like had like a little elbow issue. I didn't really notice much. Like I said, I don't know if it's just placebo, what it is. If it's my mind and it's like, okay, I'm injecting, so maybe mentally I'm feeling like it should be healing faster, whatever it is, right? But
Yeah.
for the groin, I noticed a difference with that for sure. It definitely accelerated the recovery, but I still have issues with my groin too. How's yours feeling, by the way, after that roll?
Oh, after Ollie.
Yeah.
So for those watching, Oliver
Yes.
has
Watch
taken
out for
out
Ollie.
me and Todd's nut sack groin area, and
Was he
now we
really? I
just
didn't
got to
know
get him
that
to
taken
get
out.
Jay.
Dude,
He's
he
got to
made
get Jay next, and then he'll
look
take it out the whole mat rat spot.
my groin and my ab tore away from my pubic bone. It didn't tear off, but it tore like away from that shit. All
Yeah.
because of Ollie.
Brittany was like, "This ain't gonna cut it."
It was hurting, bro. It was hurting. Yeah.
Oh man.
The injuries add up for sure.
Oh, that's funny.
Jay, like being injured, what are like things that you think are good or bad decisions? Obviously I think we all roll injured, but anything that you think is making your shoulder could make it better, could make it worse?
I think I like to think glass half full situation right now. I think it's more so having you roll a little differently. You're trying to be more technical because you can't use a whole lot of strength. So in that aspect, it's helping me go ahead and think a little bit in a different perspective, but that kind of comes with a little bit of an issue because, like the reason why Todd isn't able to roll at all is because he can't use his shoulder at all. So like for me, my right shoulder has been killing me lately, so I can't use any of the strength. So I'm like stuck at a certain position because I can't really do anything. Or I'm having to give up a certain position because I can't hold on to that position anymore because of my shoulders. So it kind of
Yeah.
has pros and cons to within that aspect, I think. You're forcing yourself to use different muscles, but at the same time you're compensating a lot of your muscles to other muscles. So that's where my concerns are too, where I'm gonna be overcompensating with other things. So and hoping that's not gonna get me to injure it somewhere else. But yeah.
I guess on the plus side of that too, Jay, is and I remember DJ telling me this too, like he had hurt his shoulder and he had like his shoulder in a sling, right? But he learned a lot more about his game, from rolling with his arm in that sling. So he couldn't use that arm, right? So he figured out other ways to and he learned different things
Yeah.
about his rolls and, what to kind of how to compensate, but it also helped his technique at the same time, not
Yeah.
having that shoulder. So maybe that's what happens with you. Um,
Do you
Hopefully,
feel
that's
like
the
you're
best I
like
could.
people are getting better while if you're resting? Do you feel like people are getting better? A and B, like, oh, I'm forgetting jujitsu.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean,
um, I get to teach, starting tomorrow. So if I don't get to roll, at
Hell
least
yeah.
I get to speak and kind of remind myself what I'm doing. So yeah, that'd be nice.
what are you teaching? I mean, what class are you teaching?
I teach Monday and Friday. I think it's up to me unless Jason wants me to teach certain like specific thing. But since it's my class, I
Dude,
think
we're gonna
he's
have
kind of letting me
he's
do
gonna have
whatever.
all the white belts like doing lasso and spider and all this crazy shit.
But I mean,
All
I
your
have
tricky ass
some.
sweeps you do all the time.
Yeah, I think I have some plans. Think I'm gonna do like guard, and then what happens? Like, what are like the defense and offense side of after you pass and things like that. So I think I'm just gonna go from full guard all the way to passing, and then from there I could just start side control, mount, things like that. So I'm having to study a lot too about jiu-jitsu because now I'm studying. I'm teaching.
Well, I think
Yeah.
teaching is going to be good for you too, because it's going to help you, learn more, right,
Yeah.
about your game. Uh, that'll be really good. But I like just what you were saying right there is whenever you and we got to the gym early that day and we were just working on passing. I love that, going back to passing guard, different ways of doing that. That was super helpful for me as well. So I know it'll be helpful for everybody else. That'd be a good one to start with.
Yeah.
Dude, quick story. This past Saturday at Open Mat, Mahedi and Nick, the wrestler, were there. These two guys don't train at our gym regularly, but we all know them. They go to the HQ and whatever. Anyway, I'd never rolled with Mahedi before, and he had just finished a round. I was like, hey, can I get a what's up, dude? Can I get a warm up roll? And this is kind of in regards to the lasso and spider. So we tap and dude, I was in fucking spider and getting lassoed up and. He had me like elevated at one point. I was like, "What the hell just happened?" Like shoots an armbar attempt. I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
It's
But I
good.
will, I will say, it was crisp. He was good. I liked it, and I was warm afterwards, so it was a good roll. And always have a good roll. It's always a good fun roll with Nick. Nick's a good
Nick's fun.
wrestler and squirmy and technical, and he's not like spazzy at all. Super chill. Everyone's really cool. But
Yeah.
anyway, just wanted to throw that story in there real quick. It was pretty funny.
So on the mental side of being injured, Rob, how do you feel about that with your wrist and your knee?
I mean, just injuries in general.
Sucks.
Again, like things hurt all the time, and like you go to reach and something hurts, or you bend down and your rib is hurt. And it's just like you're always kind of thinking about it, and it just kind of has you in a shittier mood. And if it's holding you back at the gym, then that's an outlet that you're having to kind of get your stresses out for the day. And then, you have this nagging injury where you can't really get that workout in. You can't really work out the way you want
Yep.
at jujitsu. And I think it's just like for me personally, like I feel like depressed and like pin up and like frustrated and agitated and like ready to fucking pop sometimes, it's just like I gotta go, I gotta get out of here, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta get to go to jiu-jitsu, whatever it is. But yeah, I think that's that restless, agitated, depressed feeling for me.
Yeah. Well, you were going back to saying like, too with the injuries is being out for whatever, I don't know, 9 to 12 months. We'll see if I can get back
Dude,
soon to that. But
so
everybody
fucking long.
everybody's gonna be training what 4 times a week, and I'll be sitting at the house not doing
Yeah.
any training. So all these, everybody in the gyms getting better, and I'm just falling back. And then just
Yep.
like you said, um, even whenever I get back, it's like not doing jujitsu for 9 months to 12 months. How's that going to affect my jujitsu? What am I going to forget? How is my brain going to, you know, how am I going to get that back whenever I come back, right? Is it going to take me a long time? Is it going to click once I hit the mat? Once I start rolling again? I mean, who knows? You know,
You think you'll
that's
do like go DJ and like roll with him, or you can even like weren't one of y'all talking about putting mats in your house? Like we
yeah,
can like
that
roll
was me.
lightly together too.
Yeah, yeah, I was talking about that, putting mats in the basement, and then and we're actually getting the basement finished. We got it on schedule for March, so we'll be doing
Yeah,
that for
yeah.
sure. And we got to go pick up those mats from DJ. Shout out to DJ for hooking it up
Well,
with mats.
if Jay comes to class anymore and will do recordings with me, you can have my grappling dummy.
All right, that'll work. But yeah, going back to what you said with I mean, the dummy's a good idea, but also what you were talking about, just like with DJ, just him and I, just kind of like doing just like a flow roll, not really like
Yeah, just
going
move.
up. Yeah, just moving around a little bit, just even drilling. Just
Yeah.
drilling maybe at 6 months with that arm wrestling. I didn't think about
Drillers are
that. See, this is
killers.
why we did this. I'm glad we did this because now that you're talking about this, I didn't even really think about that. Just I was thinking, okay, wait till I'm fully recovered, but at the same time, I could have that arm in
Nah.
a sling, and yeah, just drill.
Just
Stay
poking
in it.
yourself with peptides and light rolls.
Yeah, I'll be straight. I'll get to come back soon, and we'll
Yeah.
see how I'll document the journey on the through
Dude,
this.
I don't know like much about it, but if I was doing a big surgery, like if I did do the ACL and I knew for a fact that taking HGH or something a little stronger than a peptide
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna like help me get there and not have, bad repercussions, I would do it.
yeah. No, I mean
I'm
that's
40. I'm not trying to like go through this.
dude, the peptides help a lot. I mean, I do CJC, ipamorelin as well, like you do, and that's definitely helpful too. It reduces inflammation, muscle fatigue, speeds up recovery, and you'll notice it too. You know,
I need to lose weight. I'm a
ipamorelin. That's a
fat
crazy
ass
one.
right now.
Whenever you shoot that or you inject that, shoot that, Jesus Christ. Whenever you inject that, whenever you inject it, you'll feel it through your entire body. So you'll inject it. Have you felt that yet? Like that blood, that
Not yet. And
essentially
then
your
I was
blood
I
vessels
was, I was
open up.
asking I asked ChatGPT, I was like, "Am I injecting enough of this stuff?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Your friend's a crackhead."
Who was that? That must have been Grok or some shit.
He was like, 2 milligrams. This guy's on
But no, you'll
crack.
feel. Jay, have you ever had CJC ipamorelin, the peptide?
What is
So
that?
essentially, it's an all natural. So it's an all natural peptide that essentially, what is it? I'd have to look it up. But it like activates your HGH or your
The GH
increases
pulse.
your GH output. Yeah. So it kind of helps, you know, get that rolling essentially. But like I said, it also helps with like muscle recovery, fatigue, um, all that stuff. But whenever you shoot it, I gotta stop saying shoot. That sounds dumb. But
I don't
whenever
know. Are
you
we gonna get
inject,
flagged or something? Probably.
whenever
Who
you
cares?
inject that shit, whenever you inject that shit, well, I was just watching Alaska State Troopers, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's. But whenever you inject it, you'll feel a rush. It's like your blood is just like rushing because it'll speed up your heart rate and like you'll kind of get like a little flush, and that's how you know that shit's
Yeah.
working. You
Have
know?
you ever had an MRI when they inject dye?
Oh no, I haven't, but I have one on tomorrow actually at 10 o'clock for my right shoulder.
They're gonna inject dye.
No, they're not going to without contrast,
Oh, okay.
but they want to
So
confirm the flap tear. They did like a like a test,
yeah.
like a physio test or whatnot,
Have
and
you
they
seen
want to confirm.
Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah, oh, that's been a minute. Yeah, I haven't. That's been a
Like
while.
super sketchy movie. Anyway, they gave me like the dye in one of my MRIs, and kind of what you're saying, like it went in my arm, and I like felt it all go through my like arm and
That's
shoulder and body,
crazy.
and I was like, oh.
So what was that for?
So I
Why'd they
can
have to do the
understand
dye?
like the drug addicts, like they put drugs in it, and they're
Why'd they have to do the
mainlining it.
dye?
What happened?
What's the dye for?
Oh, this was years ago, but my grandfather's a doctor, and
Yeah.
I was like having weird symptoms, and he was like, "Yeah, I forget. It was something super like chill or deadly. It was like you either have like a bleeding blood vessel in your brain, or you just have a
Hell no.
strained neck." He was like, "Just go get an MRI for me." So he like hooked up an MRI, and I
So
went
you
and
were
did it.
good though,
Yeah, I
obviously.
was fine. It was not
Yeah.
a like torn blood vessel in my brain. I was like, "Wouldn't
So
I be dead?"
I was going to ask you guys too for injury prevention and longevity. So Jay, what are you doing? Are you doing any preventative measures um, to kind of keep you off of the doctor's table there, prevent you or prevent any injuries, or what are you doing? Stretching?
Yes, stretching for sure. PT works. I just grab a dumbbell, not dumbbell, the weight, like a 5 pounder, just doing the PTs and stuff. And then as I feel my shoulder get better, I'm just gonna go in and strengthen, not strengthen, weight, get a heavier weight and then start doing it. But for now, that's what I'm doing. And I'll constantly do that. I think every time I go work out, I'm probably just going to be always doing PTs on my shoulder. That's my goal. And I'm going to hop on Green Stack to help heal better because I would like to prevent any surgery possible.
Yeah. Do you use bands?
The bands are crucial, bro.
I don't use bands, but it sounds like I need to use bands.
Yeah, you do bands for, they'll show you all these different workouts and stuff like that. But all that band works it works all those muscles around, just like you were talking about earlier, works all those muscles around the injured site and helps strengthen those. And that's going to help you compensate less, right? That works really good. So stay on that band work for sure. That's what I did with my shoulder, and it helped out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And you keep the tension on that band, and it's like both directions. You can work the muscle.
Is that what I was doing on that? I'm like this.
I don't know.
Hey, edit that shit out too.
Clipped.
Jesus Christ. Now that I'm looking at myself when I'm on the phone, I'm like this. But for real though, dog, look, that rotator cuff shit is legit. You gotta do it like that, and then you turn the band over, you do it like this, and then you'll go up. Damn it, Rob, you had to call me out on the pod.
No, that's cool. That's what's up.
I've been doing some stretching, doing a little bit more of that for injury prevention. Kind of focusing on my legs now too.
Doing what for your legs?
So I've just been doing like leg workouts, but I'm starting to run a little bit. I never really ran. I did like elliptical and stuff,
Yeah.
Not going to disclose any other injuries on here, but yeah, so been running a bit. But yeah, the stretching and shit, I think that's crucial.
Yeah. No, I agree.
In regards to injury prevention. And then the recovery too. The protein, eating healthy. What am I talking about? I guess eating healthy is probably number one, right? That's going to be the way to, injury prevention is definitely, diet related, I would say.
Sure.
To an extent.
No, dude, if you have a bunch of sugar or alcohol or whatever in your body, your muscles aren't going to perform as good, and they will fucking strain or tear or whatever, that to a lesser extent, less trauma will be needed to be applied to them than my muscles if I'm like living clean, eating well. And that's just fact.
Well, you were just talking about how you were eating bad and you kind of started to feel like shit for those 2 weeks because you usually eat really clean.
I'm fucking overweight and I can't leave.
He probably had like one fried chicken finger and it was probably like, oh shit, the fucking world's
Dude, I'm telling you, so I got Vivian, and if she's not eating all of her food, I'm like, oh, let me take care of that chicken nugget for you. No worries, baby. And then, Allie's pregnant and she's got all sorts of shit in here, and I'm like, no more sugar in the house. And all of a sudden there's, cinnamon rolls coming out of the oven. It's been a rough holiday. So, for Jiu Jitsu, I'm probably going to have to move up because this weight is not coming off.
Where you at right now, bro?
Like anywhere between 175 is like my low point right now.
So so I know I asked this last week or 2 weeks ago on that.
I was like 165, 167 for the last tournament, and 168 is where I need to be. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to like ruin my life,
Jay,
and
how are you doing, bro? I was just gonna say, Jay, I know Jay started to creep up there a bit too.
Yeah, dude, I was creeping up to 215. I was like, holy shit. Honestly, I haven't weighed myself, so I'll probably weigh myself tomorrow morning and see how much I weigh. But, I don't want to sound douchey here, but as a guy, it's not, for me at least, I never had a hard time shedding off maybe like 5 pounds or like 10 pounds. You just need to, for me, I eat so much, I just need to eat a little bit less. And I tend to just lose a little bit of weight.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's how I do it. But depending on how much I
don't have much.
Yeah, I feel like Jay and I would probably shed some pounds faster than you, Rob.
Dude, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Not doing it right, though.
I wonder what I'll be at whenever I get back. I'll probably be like 230.
Ooh.
Oh, fat boy.
That's a
I
big.
shouldn't say that.
That's a big Bobby Todd.
I should. That would definitely do justice to the name for sure.
You
Watch a Bobby Todd watch this and fucking come kick my ass. But and shout out to all the
Oh
Bobby
man,
Todds. I know
I love that.
all
Todd's
love for
about to
all
have
y'all.
a
And the
fucking
230 folks.
fucking huge ass legs now. It's all you're gonna do
So
is leg
I'm gonna work.
workouts.
That's all I'm gonna do, bro. I can't work out one shoulder.
Just
And then,
triangling everyone when you come back.
that'd be dope too. Yeah, I gotta
That's
work. I gotta
awesome.
work on that. Yeah.
So we've got for injury prevention, longevity. What are we doing? We got stretching. We're
Stretching.
using
Another
bands.
another thing.
Lighten the load in the gym.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. That's a good one too. We actually didn't talk about that, but like kind of like maintenance workouts.
Yeah.
That's what I do. So I stopped lifting as heavy and just kind of do like a
Core,
little maintenance
man.
workout.
Core also. I think as important as stretching is like rotational core exercises. And I think you should do core every single day. So every day before I actually lift, I do, like a warm up and then I do core.
How many days you working out a week at the
6.
gym? And
I'm
then
doing
jiu-jitsu.
6 there and 6 at jiu-jitsu.
So you do a single body part. So you'll go and do chest one day, back. So you don't.
I end up doing legs twice, but again, torn ACL. It's not like I'm in there squatting 315 or anything.
So for what you were talking about with your ACL, so you kind of accommodate by doing what, like lighter weight or in higher reps?
Yeah, so for a while I was trying to do like heavy squats and stuff, and I was like up to almost 315, which, is good for my size and knee. But there's a rogue piece of equipment, and I forget what it's called, but anyway, this belt straps around your waist, and then there's a chain that kind of goes to the floor. And so the weight's connected to your hips versus being on top of your shoulders.
Okay.
So I use that for squats. And then I do a lot of like machine work from there. So I'll do like the yes, no machines and, quads, hammies, calves, stuff like that.
That's a good move.
Not bad.
So
Not bad.
those are what those are called, the yes, no machines.
That's what I call them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So I was doing that.
I just understood that.
And just so we know, like a girl told me that. I didn't make that up.
I was doing that. I was doing that for my groin tear.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
I guess I was doing
it's good for jiu-jitsu too, because you're always squeezing or you need to open your guard, or you're doing a sweep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was doing that would be the no machine. Yeah.
You got to hit the sauna 20 minutes a day.
I don't do sauna, but I should do that.
Bro, you got to get the sauna. You got to get those toxins out.
Are you still doing the cold plunge too?
No. You know what, man? There's only so much you can do, and cold plunge is not on my to-do list. It's not fucking fun. The sauna I can at least enjoy. I'm warm, whatever. Fucking cold plunge is miserable.
Brutal.
Yeah. If I want to be miserable, I'll roll with Preston and Mike.
Back to back, and then Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That with injury prevention too. Another thing I used to do back whenever I used to CrossFit is I'll roll out. You guys roll out like on a
I love foam rolling. Hell yeah.
That's the shit too. Kind of break up some of that scar tissue, move that around, get some blood circulating. I really like that too. I guess
so after I hurt my groin the other day, I was rolling out with the foam roller, and Ollie and Jason were rolling, and they were like watching me. And I think Ollie thought I was making love to it the way I was grinding my like hip and groin into it.
Down into it.
Yeah. There's some questionable, suspicious foam rolling movements that happen sometimes.
What is I'm looking at this too here. What is
Have you done tapped in, tapped out with us? No, that was Preston. So tapped in, tapped out, we like name something that we like or we don't like. So for the injury edition, I figured for tapped in, we'll do one thing that you're doing right now to help your body, and tapped out, one thing that's either flaring up or that keeps holding you back. So y'all start if you want.
So tapped in was something
one thing
right?
Helping your body right now, or that's feeling better, or what's helping you?
I guess the damn rest. I don't know. Who knows? That could be doing more harm than it is good. But the rest is probably not as good, I guess, now that I'm thinking about that. what's that saying? A body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest. Right, so that's not.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just going to kind of rely on those peptides. Like I said, I've had good success with it in the past.
Shout out RFK Jr. Let's get the FDA approval on those. I want to get it through
And
insurance.
yeah, that'd be nice for real. Yeah, the peptides are expensive for the people who don't know about it. Yeah,
Some bullshit.
that's
I'm trying to get sponsored. So, yo, shout out Peptide Sciences or Limitless Biotech if you want to sponsor a over 40 athlete. Like, hit me up.
we're open for it. But
Holler.
yeah, I mean that was like keeping the inflammation down, recovery.
Yeah.
What's the
Jay.
tap? So that's tap in. What's the tap out?
Jay, we'll get you think about tapped out. Jay's going to give us his tapped in.
All right, give us your tap in, Jay.
The tapped in is the basically PT. I think PT is huge key. Todd has already informed me about PT when I hurt my shoulder, but I was like, nah, I was like, forget it, it'll get better. But now that it's jacked up, I'm like, yeah, PT is the way to go. So PT for sure. I'm going to hop on the Wolverine stack. Shout out to my friend's family's clinic. It's called Elite Health HRT. It's in Roswell and Canton. So if y'all want to check them out, they're great. I obviously know them personally.
Shout them out again.
It's called
What's their name?
Elite Health HRT. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. Elite Health HRT.
yeah, if y'all want to go check them out, they're great. I love them, but I am going to talk to my friend's mom and go ahead and get the Wolverine stack and start getting those in so I could get my shoulder going.
Pew, pew.
Let us know
Nice,
how that
dude.
goes with you.
Yeah, I
man,
hope it
'cause
goes well.
I think it works with everybody differently, right? But
Sooner the better, too, though.
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably
We got
go.
what? We got like 14 days till Brew Jitsu.
Yeah.
Get that shit pumping.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's my tapped in.
Word.
What about
Let's
you?
see.
Rob?
So, yeah, I'm going. I mean, I'm already on the peptides. So I'm just trying to get back into a good post-holiday fitness schedule, keep the peptides pumping, and see where I fall. And I have till the Thursday before the tournament to change my weight class, so we'll see where I fall then. But as of now, I'm planning on, I guess, going heavy.
Give it a run, man. Jump up
yeah.
a weight class.
I think I'm gonna have to be there for IBJJF anyway, so it'll be a good kind of check, good testing start, right?
Yeah.
But for tapped out, Todd, what's flaring up? What's holding you back?
I mean, definitely the shoulder.
The double
Shoulders,
fucking slat tears.
The dual shoulders. Yep, that's what's holding me back. But like I said, hopefully I'll have 100% recovery and come back, man. Looking forward to training with you guys again and getting back at it.
I can't believe you're gonna be gone for that long.
That's all right. It is.
I think
it is.
I think you
It's
can
not
get
shit
back
I
a
can
lot
do, man.
sooner, just like doing light rolls and fucking with the dummy and doing
So I
PT
could.
work.
6 months I would be able to train, but like I said, I have to wait 2 to 3 months to do my right one. So that's what's causing the the 9 to 12 months behind that.
Yeah.
Because I would be able to come back at about 6 if I just had the left one done, but then I have to like wait till this one has enough strength so I can hop over to the right one.
Sure.
But it's all good.
Jay Bird, what's anything holding you back from recovering faster with that shoulder?
I mean, basically shoulder is just, bullshit. You don't really realize how much shoulders you utilize throughout your day until you have a shitty shoulder. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the truth.
yeah. And
That's the truth.
Todd, since
Things
you
like your
talked about
knees and stuff.
injury, I would like to say, like I already told you this, but when that time comes when you're able to start rolling, I'll be more than happy to drive up there with you. Well, you won't be driving with me, but I'll be happy to drive up there to, do privates with you and, work on stuff that you need to do.
I appreciate the hell out of it. I'm definitely gonna. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'll definitely
shotgun.
take you up on that for sure.
Yeah.
Shotgun, I'll pop in the car.
Yeah, we'll have everybody over here.
We'll
man.
bring it up. You cook out.
We'll put them out. I got you.
You can cook out with one arm.
Yeah, I can do that.
We'll
I got
roll.
this.
We'll
Yeah.
mess around.
That'd be awesome for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, Jay. Good looking out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, look, if you're injured right now, you're not done. You'll be back. And I think what we've kind of all agreed on is like we got to start, especially as we're getting older, training smarter and being able to train longer. You know, no one cares how tough you are at 25 if you can't move at 40, you know, type of situation. So, mats are going to be there for us. Injuries are going to happen. Any closing thoughts, fellas?
I think with the injuries, just like you were saying, is you're gonna. I think it's definitely if you're training jujitsu, you're gonna encounter an injury at some point during your training,
Yep.
probably multiple, right? And even more of those injuries might come at lower level belts because you're using so much strength rather than technique. You're
Or they
kind of
come from a lower level
or
spazzy white
that's
belt.
happened before as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything's possible, but I think that you're definitely going to encounter an injury. Just don't let that discourage you and push you back. Rehab, come back, and keep a positive attitude too. The mindset's key.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Church,
again, disclose that we
preach.
are not. We're talking about peptides on here. We need to. We're not
We
doctors.
are not talking
Okay.
about steroids either, just
Yes, we're talking
for
about peptide
all
therapy.
the social media overlords.
Yep.
Uh,
But like I said, that's something that we are. Yeah, we're absolutely not doctors. Just something that we have done. It's part of our journey. Doesn't mean you have to
insert
do it as well.
appropriate disclaimer here.
Yeah, you should probably do that. As a matter of fact.
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but I'll try and figure it out. Can we
Yeah.
not just say, like, we're not doctors, this is not medical advice?
I
Don't
think
be
that.
fucking
I
dumb.
think. I think that's exactly. That's legit.
Don't
I
be
mean,
fucking
yeah,
dumb,
one thing
people.
I do want to
Jay,
say is like, you don't have to go through peptides. This is just something that we are doing just because we're at a point where
Yeah.
at an age where a peptide is needed for us to recover faster. Like if you're at a younger age, if you got injured, maybe you don't need peptide. You just need to do PTs. You don't need to be lifting heavy all the time. I understand when you go to the gym, you want to lift heavy, you want to show off, all that stuff. But and at a young age, especially, and that's not needed. You just got to strengthen your ligaments. You just got to you got to move around your ligaments. That's all you really need to do. You can lift heavy, but be smart about it, but you don't have to go
For
through
sure.
peptides.
Yeah.
I do want to mention that. Like, it's not something that you have to do.
No, for sure. Yeah, we're all at that stage. And I'm glad you mentioned that also because I wanted to touch on something that Todd had mentioned, which is PRP. And for those who don't know, that's platelet rich plasma, where they just take your own blood, it goes into a machine, they spin it around, and they inject it back in you. And it helps. I mean, it helps heal you
It
pretty
speeds up
quick.
healing.
I got a buddy who tore his labrum, and he did PRP injections, and like again, he tore his labrum and like healed it in about a month. So, taking time off is shitty, but it's absolutely crucial when you have a real injury. So you're gonna have to do that. But yeah, Jay, good point on you don't have to do peptides. You don't have to do shit. But
Nope.
yeah, PRP is something that's you don't need any sort of prescription to do, and it's very, very, very helpful for healing torn or bad strains. Even like post surgery, I'm sure Todd, I'm sure your doctors are telling you to do PRP or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'll talk to them about that. Whenever I had my groin injury, we had discussed PRP.
Dr.
Just
Kush is giving you the go
just to
ahead.
kind of speed up the healing process. Like I said, definitely going to do the peptides, but I'll also have to talk to them about that with injections.
Yeah.
After surgery too, right? To be safe on that.
Yeah, Brittany
Yeah.
be your nurse and have to do your injections for you.
Yeah, I still got. Oh yeah, I guess so. Right? I didn't think about that. But
Give me
just like you
one
were
arm
talking about
down.
on the chip clip thing, they sell those. The chip clip's a good idea too. Kind of gives you enough.
They sell one for that?
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
yeah,
Taking my ideas already?
yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it's been out.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to stem cell therapy coming a long way. I still think that has a lot of room to grow, but I mean, that's going to be well. Like I said, we're not fucking doctors, but hopefully that'll be a game changer.
Sounds fun.
It sounds fun.
Sounds fun. I would do it if it wasn't 20 grand.
Yeah, it's expensive as hell. That's the downside too.
Yeah.
But that's supposed to be, I mean, hopefully at some point in the near future, that's supposed to be a game changer. And that'll help, aged individuals like us at 40.
Faux show.
So, all right,
Jay
boys.
Bird, anything?
No, that's all I got, man.
Good talk, fellas. Injuries suck. Drop your worst injury story in the comment if you got one. If you got questions about PRP or peptides, ask your own doctor. We are not doctors. We are not giving advice. Don't do anything that we fucking say. Anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks, fellas.
See you guys.
See you, boys.
Don't forget to hey, yeah.
I got you.
So do I just hit leave or?
Yeah, you exit, but like it just needs to upload.
Okay.
Peace.
All right,
That's another round of Choked Out Chats. If you got something out of this episode, hit follow, subscribe, and share it with your training partners, especially the one who still thinks they almost had you. We'll be back with more stories, more technique, and more chaos from the mats. Until next time, train hard, tap early, and don't be a dick on the mats. Oos.